Welcome to the first sitting of the First Century Club. Thank you for coming this afternoon. And what is your name?
Helen Joan Murray.
How old are you now?
I was on July 29, 1913.
Nice.
I was born, so I'll be 1 year old on July 29th this year.
Very nice. Very nice. And to what do you attribute your longevity, Helen? Why do you think you've lived so long a life?
Good parents.
Yes.
Good sisters. Good friends. A good life. I was blessed, definitely blessed with a wonderful life.
What do you think was one of the biggest changes that you saw, Helen? Does anything really stand out?
Airplanes, for one thing.
Ah, of course.
There were no airplanes.
Yeah.
I remember my grandmother saying she would love to fly in an airplane when they first came out. Yeah.
Did she get her chance?
No. No. None of us ever thought we would. Oh, no, we would be flying the way we are. There was no indication of where it would go.
Sure, of course.
How vast it would become, that we'd all travel that way.
Right.
Like getting on the subway.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Like at first
it became a form of life for all of us.
Would you say your name?
Renata Rita Sternis.
Yes. Welcome. And where were you born, Rita?
I was born in South Dakota.
And what was your birth date? What is your birth date?
February 20th, 1909.
What you attribute your longevity to?
Probably living on the farm.
Yes.
Everyone had to work. And then we walked to school 3 miles across the fields. Otherwise it would have been farther.
Sure. That'll keep you healthy, right? Over the years that you remember, what do you think the biggest change was that you saw? The most surprising change in the world?
Oh, well, I suppose World War II.
Yeah.
Yes.
Certainly.
That would be the biggest change.
Yes. Toughest time.
Yeah.
Sure. Tell us your name, please.
My name is Vera Meibergen.
Vera, where were you born?
In Hamburg, Germany.
And what year were you born?
In 1910.
1910, which at this time you are 103, is that right?
That's correct.
All right. What do you attribute your long life?
It just happened. I don't know.
Did you have other relatives that lived long lives as well? Mother, father?
Not that long. They lived to a decent age, but not quite as long as I did, I think. Not over 100.
Ah, so you've started a new trend.
Maybe.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to share about your life today, Vera?
No. I really don't know. There's nothing special about it. I mean, I went to the big World War, you know, and to bad time in Germany before I left.
Certainly. Leaving in 39.
In 39, yeah.
So you were there for 7 years of Hitler then, yeah?
Well, he came in, I don't know, 34,
32?
or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a very bad time.
Yes.
And they killed my mother and
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, and several of my relatives.
Yes.
But then
You and your brother made it out. That's good. You and your brother both made it out.
I have another brother. He went to South Africa.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And is he still with us?
No, he passed away. They were both older than I am.
Oh, I see. So you were the baby sister. Very nice.
Yeah.
What else? Margaret Dugan. And where were you born, Margaret?
I was born in Cloquet, Minnesota.
In what year?
1909.
1909. And that makes you
103
103
and a half.
and a half, almost there.
Too old.
And you are second eldest at Byron Park, right? Rita Sternis is our eldest, and you're second to her. And to what do you attribute your longevity?
Well, I never smoked or drank much. I drank a little, just socially. But, and I exercised a lot. I always went swimming
and ice skating and tobogganing and golfing a lot.
Great.
And maybe that made a difference.
Is there anything else you'd like to share? What's your biggest memory of change over your 100 years? What do you think was the biggest change you saw?
Well, I remember when I was little, I rode in a carriage with a horse.
Ah.
We had a sleigh, and we did have a car, but a little later.
So the change from the horse and buggy to the horseless carriage, as they were called back then, right?
That's right. Carriage with a fringe on top.
There you go.
And then my dad would heat a brick and put it down by our feet. And then we had a big bear covering. And so we cuddled up in the winter, we'd cuddle up in the bear rug with our feet on the.
And give us your name.
My name is Ruth Kelly. Do you want my maiden name?
Yes, please.
Ruth Wilcox Kelly.
Ruth Wilcox Kelly. And where were you born, Ruth?
I was born in Turlock, California.
What was your birthday?
My birthday is July 16th, 1912.
1912. So you will be 101 this July.
July.
Right?
July.
Okay. So what do you think in your century, in your 100 years, is one of the biggest changes you've seen over the years? What do you think stands out the most for you as far as the changes you've seen in society and in America, that sort of thing?
Well, I'm not real happy with the way things are going now.
Well, what's the best change you've seen? Let's stay on the bright side. So like Margaret said, the car was a big change that she thought, right?
And,
You've seen it all. You've seen the car, the airplane.
Oh, of course, the airplane. Yeah. And then in Oakland, we lived up on the hill above the airport. And
right.
Used to
seen all the big changes there then.
A lot of changes there.
And the Bay Bridge, you would have seen the Bay Bridge evolve.
Oh, yes.
Right?
And all that.
But the Golden Gate.
The Golden Gate, too.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all was during
the time you lived in Oakland.
In Oakland.
Amazing.